right now, we have new details from last Friday's mass shooting in Northeast Baltimore. Our Alexa Asheville has the latest on the investigation.
A police source confirms to me the department is searching for multiple suspects in this case. Since the mass shooting, I'm told detectives have been interviewing victims, witnesses, and reviewing area surveillance, including just beyond this bus stop where we're told those victims were shot. Those cameras right there. A motive still under investigation. This violence prompting the community to come together.
It's a bullet.
Baltimore police now revealing the suspects in the mass shooting pulled up to the intersection of Cold Spring Avenue and York Road in an SUV, and at least one suspect got out and opened fire on people standing at the bus stop. The violence and raw emotion from a mother of one of the victims.
You have no idea what that's like, to stand over my son and try to have him look me in the eyes and focus and hold on to life.
I want my father.
Bringing together this group.
Church is free.
Just down the street from last Friday's scene at the Wilson Park Community Church, one homeowner driving 9 hours to attend.
There's a crisis in this city.
Residents expressed concern about policing, asking for a more hands-on approach.
We put this decree in, right? It's a hands-off approach. And statistically, I wonder if you follow the consent decree, where does the crime go? Does it go up? Because it's not going down.
Another request, more help from city leaders, agencies, and community groups, specifically with resources and funding.
And the councilman, I really respect and appreciate him, but he needs to tell us what programs, what finances are available for us to be able to make the difference that we need to make.
In the congregation, Baltimore City Councilman Mark Conway, who is head of Council's Public Safety Committee and also represents this district.
What are you going to do in front of your home?
Conway vowing to talk with BPD about having a stronger presence here.
If the community is saying it, I think it's a conversation we need to have.
And said while progress has been made within this corridor, more must be done.
People are tired. They're tired, they're frustrated, they're scared. And to drive 9 hours, it wasn't just for this meeting, it's because he was considering selling his home. And that's really unfortunate. I think we want people to invest in the city. We want people to see a future in the city, especially on this corridor. And we don't want setbacks like this to ingrain in people's mind that this is who we are.
I want to point out a couple of other issues the community raised, blight and the trash. Councilman Conway spoke of a project he says is in the works that would charge area businesses a fee, and money from that would go towards fixing these issues. That project, I'm told, though, not yet approved. As for this investigation, police have not yet released any additional suspect information. No arrests have been made. Reporting in North Baltimore, Alexa Ashwell, Fox 45 News.
Well, Friday's incident just adds to the growing list of mass shootings in the city this year. In January, 5 juveniles were shot at the Edmondson Village Shopping Center. One of them, 16-year-old Deontay Dorsey, was killed. In March, there was another mass shooting in West Baltimore along Edmondson Avenue. This time, 6 people were shot. One of the victims just 15 years old. Another victim in that tragedy, 33-year-old Baltimore boxer Ernest Hall, was killed. In April, 4 people were injured in a mass shooting in North Baltimore along Charles Street. And just last month, 5 people were shot near Lexington Market downtown. Now, as crime continues to impact families all over Maryland, Governor Moore is trying to get a grip on the crisis. Fox 45's Mackenzie Frost giving us a look into the governor's latest plan, which comes as voters in Maryland are looking for more action.
Governor Moore's three-pronged approach has some broad ideas, but one specific thing that several Maryland voters seem to be looking for when it comes to public safety policy seems to be going ignored. And right now, the crime crisis continues. From Baltimore and beyond, crime continues to hold a grip on the state of Maryland. It's something Governor Wes Moore is well aware of, though he points to his predecessor as part of the reason.
The surge in violence that we're seeing right now, it's not new. It is something that we inherited.
Governor Moore out with a three-pronged approach tackling the violence, ripping families and communities apart for nearly a decade in Baltimore alone. Investment in education, law enforcement, and collaboration with local leaders, all in an attempt to address the root causes of crime.
I don't think anybody argues with what is being laid out. The question becomes, what's the detail?
Rob Weinhold, a crisis communication expert and former Baltimore police officer on Fox 45 Morning News, saying people don't care about plans, they care about results.
Because at the end of the day, plans, I always say policy papers, whatever it might be, are just that. The proof is in the pudding, and our Marylanders are going to be more safe and feel more safe than they were before this plan was implemented.
Results that right now aren't being felt in every community. Given the lack of specifics in the crime plan from the governor, Fox 45 News emailing his office asking, why not announce specific plans for immediate impact in communities? No response. While the governor is talking about doing things differently under his administration, some things appear to be the same. During the last legislative session, a Republican-backed plan to make the theft of a firearm a felony failing to pass. The same plan that's been introduced in the House since 2018. The latest Gonzalez poll showing nearly 90% of Marylanders support that idea. House Minority Leader Jason Buckle writing his caucus, quote, will continue to fight for sensible policies to keep our communities safe. Fox 45 News also asking Governor Moore's office, does the governor agree with the poll results that the theft of a firearm should be a felony? If so, why not support the legislation? Again, no answer. Governor Moore often heard saying,
Public safety is my #1 priority as governor.
So our final question for him Tuesday, should there be an emergency legislative session to enact plans targeting crime now? Questions ignored by the governor's team. With homicides and non-fatal shootings scarring families forever and more young people finding themselves involved in violence, many Marylanders don't have time for party politics, and they want a safer state today. Without an emergency legislative session, any hope for policy change would likely come next year when lawmakers return to Annapolis. In the newsroom, Mackenzie Frost, Fox 45 News.
I'm Mary Bubala. Thank you for watching. Here's another video for you to watch. Also take some time to subscribe to our YouTube channel.